97 fans left for a match and never came home. For 3 decades, the truth was buried beneath lies. Saturday afternoon. A cup semi-final. Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. 97 fans left for a match and never came home. For 3 decades, the truth was buried beneath lies and ink. This is not a story about football. It's a story about truth, grief, and the fight to be believed. The 1980s were a decade of fear in English football. Hooliganism dominated headlines. Stadiums became cages, metal fences to keep fans from invading pitches. Fans were treated like criminals before they'd done anything wrong. Hillsborough Stadium in Sheffield was chosen to host the 1989 FA Cup semi-final between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. It was meant to be neutral ground, but its design was a trap waiting to spring. The Leppings Lane end, where Liverpool fans were allocated, had a fatal flaw. To reach the terraces, fans had to funnel through a narrow tunnel into 2 central pens. There was no way to see if those pens were already full. No way to turn back once you entered. On April 15, 1989, Liverpool fans traveled to Sheffield for a semi-final they had reached 5 times in 9 years. Trains were late. Turnstiles were few. With kickoff approaching and thousands still outside, police faced a choice. At 2:52 p.m., Match Commander Chief Superintendent David Duckenfield ordered Gate C, a large exit gate, to be opened to ease the crush outside. Instead of directing fans to the side pens which had space, police allowed the crowd to surge straight ahead into the tunnel, into pens that were already packed, into a death trap. 3 p.m. kickoff. Within seconds, people were pinned against the metal fences at the front of the pens. They couldn't move forward. They couldn't move back. The weight of the crowd behind them was crushing. Children were lifted onto the pitch to breathe. Fans screamed toward police for help, and police told them to get back. They thought it was a pitch invasion. They didn't understand people were dying. By 3:06, the match was stopped. Bodies were pulled up into the stand and laid in lines on the grass. Advertising hoardings became makeshift stretchers. Ambulances were held outside the gate. Communication broke down completely. Fans gave CPR to strangers. Police stood paralyzed, still believing this was hooliganism, not catastrophe. 97 people would die, not from violence, from being crushed by a crowd that had nowhere to go. In the days that followed, authorities chose self-protection over truth. Police statements were edited, 164 in total. 116 had negative comments about police actions removed. Passages blaming command failures were deleted. The narrative was rewritten. 4 days after the disaster, the Sun newspaper published a front-page headline, "The Truth." It claimed Liverpool fans were drunk, that they urinated on police and stole from the dead. All of it was lies. Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher was briefed that fans caused the disaster. She believed it. The press repeated it. The lie became official history. But Liverpool didn't believe it. They knew what they had seen with their own eyes. They had tried to save each other. They had watched police fail to act. They had been called hooligans while giving CPR to dying children. Parents who had buried their children spent the next 27 years proving they weren't to blame. Hillsborough changed everything. Crowd control, stadium design, emergency planning protocols. The Taylor Report, commissioned after the disaster, mandated all-seater stadiums across England. Fences came down. Safety became mandatory, not optional. But its most profound impact was human. Hillsborough showed that a football club could become a family for those who lost theirs. Liverpool built a culture of remembrance. Annual memorial services, scholarships in victims' names, songs sung with intention, not just tradition. "You'll Never Walk Alone" became more than an anthem. It became a promise kept. The number 96 became 97 in 2021, when Andrew Devine died from injuries sustained in the crush 32 years earlier. Liverpool updated every memorial. The city still corrects anyone who forgets. This is how football learns, slowly through pain, through the refusal of ordinary people to accept lies. It can't undo what happened, but it can promise and mean it that it will never happen again. For the families who waited decades, there's no closure, only continuation. They proved that ordinary people can outlast power itself. That's their victory, their legacy, their truth. This was episode 8 of Untold Football Stories. If this episode moved you, leave a comment, share it. Remember the 97-inch. Next time on Untold Football Stories, June 2nd, 1962. Chile versus Italy, a World Cup match that became a war. Punches thrown, boots to the head. Police dragged players off the pitch. The referee called it disgraceful. FIFA called it regrettable. The world called it the Battle of Santiago, the most violent match in football history. And from the chaos, an innovation was born. Every legend starts somewhere. 2 worlds, 1 game, infinite dreams. Yet 99% of talent is never discovered. From nothing to glory isn't just content, it's a movement. 40,000 smart fans, 50 countries, 1 family. Your journey from nothing to glory starts now. From nothing to glory, where legends are born.